I told y'all that I'm gonna start bringing back the word stupid and dummy and dumbasses. Yes, yes, yes. Something's really wrong with us out here in the doggone street. Something's really wrong with our decision making because the decision making has been poor. It's been really, really poor. The more freedoms that we have, the dumber decisions that we do make, and or the stupider word, a stupider decisions that we be out here making. We got an 18-year-old woman who falls off a damn SUV on the roadway. How do you fall off of an SUV and she was struck and killed by a damn fire truck? Why was she on the SUV? Let's see. Let's see. She 18.
An update now on a story we've been following in St. Louis. A young woman's life cut tragically short. She fell off an SUV and then was struck by a fire truck over the weekend. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ann Allred.
And I'm Mike Bush. The family of 18-year-old Nyla Simmons says she had big dreams, and today was supposed to be the start of a new chapter. 5 on your side's Megan Kernan joins us now live where the accident happened in Midtown.
Mike, Nyla's parents tell me she was a spectacular individual who loved life, especially her friends. They say she was supposed to start cosmetology school today. Now, instead of preparing for her next chapter, her family is preparing to lay her to rest. The deadly crash happened late Saturday night near the Topgolf on South Compton and Choteau. Police say Nyla Simmons was dancing on top of an SUV that was stopped at a red light. When the SUV turned, investigators say Nyla lost her balance and fell into the road. Just moments later, police say she was hit by a St. Louis fire truck with lights and sirens on, heading to a house fire. Nyla's family tells 5 on your side she had been celebrating at a friend's prom party earlier that night. The driver of the SUV and fire truck stayed at the scene. When asked if charges could be filed against the SUV driver, police said that will be up to accident reconstruction investigators and the prosecutor's office. Nyla graduated from Parkway North High School last year, where she was part of their STEP team. Nyla's dad, Everett Simmons, says she wanted to be an entrepreneur. She loved her dog Dior and her family.
She got a whole daddy. Wow.
She was a shining light in a lot of people's lives. She will always be missed.
Decisions. Somehow, her and the driver thought that was a good idea for her to be dancing, twerking, whatever she was doing, popping, busting it open on top of a damn SUV. And then the driver decided to bust her right and or left, but I think that she bust her right and she swung it too hard. It made the bitch fall off. Or maybe she thought that she was holding on.
Nyla's family tells me they'll remember her vibrant spirit and the bright future that was taken far too soon. Police tell me accident reconstruction specialists are still working to learn exactly what happened in those final moments.
I want y'all to think. You say they want to know, will the driver be charged with anything? Their response?
Charges could be filed against the SUV driver. Police said that will be up to accident reconstruction.
It's up to accident reconstruction. So they have to reconstruct to see whether the driver is play some type of part in it, or is that some type of fault. Well, if she was on the SUV dancing in traffic, the driver made a turn. That means the driver is in control of the vehicle. That means the driver knows that the girl was on the SUV, on top of the SUV, dancing before making the turn. Anything that happens in that vehicle is typically the responsibility falls on the driver. Now, why do they have to video reconstruct and do all that fly shit before we make a decision to charge a bit for driving while somebody is up on top of your car dancing? I'm going to tell you why. Because it's another female who's driving. They do not, and I repeat, do not want to hold females responsible for their own damn actions. But in this one, she caused another female's death.
Investigators and the prosecutors.
Well, she caused the female's death, and the female who died caused her own death.
Office. Nyla graduated from Parkway North High
School. She was just about to go to cosmetology school
last year, where she was part of their STEP team.
Stop. Did they say she graduated last year? But she's 18. Well, hell, she probably graduated at 17. Hold on.
High school last year, where she was
did
part of their
last year.
Police said that will be up to accident reconstruction investigators and the prosecutor's office. Nyla graduated from Parkway North High School last year.
Last year. That was in 2024. She just not finna go to college.
Where she was part of their step team. Nyla's dad, Everett Simmons, says she wanted to be an entrepreneur.
She wanted to be an entrepreneur. She wanted to be an entrepreneur. She graduated last year. If she wanted to be an entrepreneur, shouldn't she already be an entrepreneur since she graduated last year and was not in anybody's school? Do you just want to become an entrepreneur, or you always had that spirit? Like, did you slang anything in school? Did you have anything for sale in school? You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of us, we had things for sale in school out here. And hell, a lot of us, we sold ourselves in school, which kind of helped us to become entrepreneurs. So you mean to tell me she wanted to become an entrepreneur and she wasn't already an entrepreneur? It don't cost a lot of money to become an entrepreneur. You can become an entrepreneur with yourself. You can start with you know what I'm saying? But if you want to keep your little moral standards and all that fly stuff, it costs you about $300 to $500 to become some type of entrepreneur. And it may be cheaper than that, depending on what you're trying to do. You can become an entrepreneur. You can sell merch and don't have to have any product. You just have to learn how to advertise it. You can create designs. Listen, all this for free too. You can create designs, upload them to a third party. Upload them to the third party and advertise the site and create sales that way and become an entrepreneur, and you did not spend a dime. So she graduated last year and she's not already an entrepreneur, but she about to go. She was just about to start cosmetology.
She wanted to be an entrepreneur. She loved her dog Dior and her family. She was a shining light in a lot of people's lives. She will always be missed.
Didn't they just say that she was just about to start the cosmetology school? On the same day or the day after?
Stopped at a red light. When the SUV turned, investigators say Nyla lost her balance and fell into the road. Just moments later, police say she was hit by a St. Louis fire truck with lights and sirens on, heading to a house fire. Nyla's family tells 5 on Your Side she had been celebrating at a friend's prom party earlier that night. The driver of the SUV and fire truck stayed at the scene. When asked if charges could be filed against the SUV driver, police said that will be up to accident reconstruction investigators and the prosecutor's office. Nyla graduated from Parkway North High School last year, where she was part of their step team. Nyla's dad, Everett Simmons, says she wanted to be an entrepreneur. She loved her dog Dior and her family. She was a shining light in a lot of people's lives. She will always be missed.
Yeah, she died doing what she wanted to do then.
Today was supposed to be the start of a new chapter. 5 on Your Side's Megan Kernan joins us now live where the accident happened.
I'm trying to get back to where they had done said that she was finna start cosmetology.
In Midtown.
Damn, I missed it.
Nyla's parents tell me she was a spectacular individual who loved life, especially her friends. They say she was supposed to start cosmetology school today.
Today. She died yesterday. She was supposed to start it today. Start it today. I want y'all to think about this right here too. She graduated last year, which would have been last May, something like that right there. Cosmetology school, in most states, especially in the state of Florida, if you go full time, I think cosmetology is 9 months. If you go full time, it's 9 months. If you go part time, I think it's 12 months, if I'm not mistaken. She was just about to start cosmetology today. She graduated last year. She wanted to become an entrepreneur. She finna start cosmetology. She could have been started cosmetology. But she was finna start today, though. After a night of hanging out, and by her being up on top of an SUV, I can assume that she may have been drinking. So she was probably drunk. But she was finna start school today, though. That's what's up. Decisions. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I don't know what to tell you. She got herself killed. Appreciate y'all for rocking. I'm out of here. Or she got herself dead. I'm gone.